I know there's a lot of people out there that loves Piplup, so in today's video, we were playing Empoleon EX on Pokemon TCG Live. By the way, if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Win, also known as Royal Illis. We do a lot of Pokemon TCG content here on this channel, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Anyways, so check out the deck list and quickly go over it. I'll also have the deck list in the description. You want to copy and paste it and play it yourself. We'll start off with Empoleon EX. This will be your main attack for the deck, and it only has one attack. For 2 Metal Energy and 1 Colorless, it does 210 damage. And also during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 60 less damage from attacks. So the attack itself is okay since it doesn't do that much damage. But since you take 60 less damage next turn, technically your Empoleon EX is actually 380 HP, which is like the same HP as a Mega Pokemon. It also has a very good ability as well, which states prevents all effect of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. So basically it has a built-in miss energy to it. And since the attack costs 3 energy to attack, we're going to be pairing it up with Metang, which has ability that states, once during your turn, you may look at the top 4 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic Metal Energy cards you find there to a Pokemon in any way you like. Then you shuffle the other cards and put it on the bottom of your deck. And since this ability lets you attach to any Pokemon, we got a few other cool attackers on this deck. First off, we have Wellspring Ogerpon EX. We're going to be using the first attack and the second attack. The first attack, Sob, is to stall out your opponent. For 1 colorless energy, it does 20 damage. And during your opponent's next turn, the Pokemon cannot retreat. So if you're ever in a losing battle, you can always use this attack to stall. Next, we have the second attack, Torrential Pump. For 1 water energy and 2 colorless, we're going to be doing 100 damage to the active Pokemon. And if we shuffle 3 energy attached to this Pokemon into the deck, we get to do 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's a really good attacker to have for single price deck. Next we have Mew EX. It's also a very cool attacker and a draw engine. We'll talk about the attack first, which costs 3 colorless energy. You choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attack and use it as your own. So it's very situational, but it does come in handy a lot. And then it also has the ability that states, once during your turn, you may draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. So it's a little protection from Iono. And last but not least, we have Mega Mawile EX. This will be your late game attacker, because we're mainly going to be using the first attack, which costs 2 Metal Energy and does 80 damage for each prize card you have taken. You're doing massive damage at the very end of the game. And that's a quick overview of this deck. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know in the comments. But other than that, let's get straight into the gameplay.
Jumping into game number 1 here for this deck, I do like going first with it. So if we win, we will choose to go first, but our opponent won the coin flip anyway. So let's see if we get to go first or second. Looks like we're going first, which, like I said, I kind of like going first, just because we can evolve into Metang right away and start accelerating energy. So we have the Mew EX here. Unfortunately, no Piplup. So we do have the Beldum. And it looks like we're going up against some sort of Monkey Dory deck that could be anything. I think all I can do is just... I'll probably attach this Luminous Energy. Just so that way, if we need to, we can just copy an attack. But that's all we can do. Let's end our turn and see what deck we're really up against. Latias EX. Could be Dragapult, maybe? Cypher Maniac Code Breaking. So I definitely don't know what deck we're up against. But if they're Cypher Maniac, or they're using Cypher Maniac, that means they probably don't have much in their hand. So I'm actually just going to Lillie's Determination here. There's not much we can do. Okay, we have a Poffin, which is good. And we do have the Metang. So I'm going to have Poffin here for 1 Beldum and 1 Piplup. But usually we want to just set up 2 Metang and then leave, probably we get 2 Piplups and maybe like a spot for a Fez or something like that. But I'm gonna choose to attach to the Piplup because we still don't know what we're up against here. And I think I'm just gonna end my turn. There's no point of retreating. We could get a supporter, but we literally have 3 supporters in our hand that we can do whatever we want. Okay, they have the Buddy Poffin, which is probably what they ciphered. Alright, so it's Banary and Duskull. So it's like Bunny Bomb. We still have another turn. Hopefully we hit our Empoleon EX and the Rare Candy. They have a lot of cards in their hand now. Actually kind of scared of that Duskull. We don't run the Psyduck. So I think I'm going to go ahead. For sure attaching 1 energy, but I think we Metang first since our deck has a lot of energy. And there it is. We hit 3 here. I'm going to put all 3 in Piplup. And then I might just even attach 1 to Mew EX here just to have. And then we go to Lillie's Determination again. 8 fresh cards. And we hit the Rare Candy and the Empoleon. Let's go. Then we have a Poffin and a Nest Ball. So I'm going to save the Nest Ball for later in case we need a Fez. But I'm definitely going to Poffin for a second Piplup. And then let's retreat here. Yep. And we're going to do 210, which knocks it out. And then For the next turn, our opponent does 60 less damage. So I believe Megalopony does 230 with the ability. So now it's basically only doing 170. So basically the effect does nothing, or the base stat does nothing. It's because it's 60 base and then 170 or 130, something like that. So they're doing a lot of things to got Hilda. They can't pop the Dusknoir here. Actually, no. They need a rare candy, so it should be fine. Okay, they're just evolving to the Dusclops. Okay, they got the Jet Energy. They already healed them. Maybe they have a counter catcher to knock out my Mew here. Okay, so they're just attacking for 170. Technically 230. Ooh, we got the Wellspring too, so we can. I'm gonna put it. I think I'm gonna put. Yeah, I have the Luminous. I'm gonna put it down. We can potentially do a Torrential Pump later on, but let's get some energies, which we don't have any. I feel like we already have most of the energies in our hand. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do 210 here. Even a Dusknoir can't pop. I mean, they can pop a Dusknoir, it still won't knock it out. They have to attack. And then we just return the KO with the Mew EX here for 3 prizes. Okay, they got the Dusknoir. Oh, they're just retreating here. Actually, they'll probably have another Jet Energy. Oh, they have Cypher Maniac. Okay, so they Cypher Maniac 2 cards, but I don't think they don't have Mega Kangaskhan, so they don't really have a draw engine here. Unless they have Fez. But they do have the Jet Energy, so they're knocking us out for sure here. But we can just return the KO with Mew. Oh, they're popping their Dusknoir here. Ooh, okay, they're getting rid of my Metang. So I think Mew has to be my only option, but at least this opened up space for me to Nest Ball for Fez. Okay, another Nest Ball from the prizes. Okay, so then there's Gale Thrusting, knocking us out. Do I promote Mew or Wellspring here? I think I just do Mew since it's free retreat. And I can always copy the second attack to knock it out anyways. And we hit the boss. Okay, so we've Nest Ball for... Okay, we don't have Fez. I didn't price check there. So we're going to use Genesect. At least get the Metang. Since we have the boss, if we can just hit 1 energy here, we can boss up the Pidgey. And Torrential Pump the Pidgey plus the Megalopony for 4 prizes here. And we hit the 1 energy. We're going to attach that to the Wellspring. Attach from hand here. And then we're going to boss up the Pidgey or the Duskull, but we're going to do the Pidgey for sure. I'm just making sure I do the right math. Yeah. Because if I boss it up, the bench does 120. The active does 100. So that's just enough to knock out the Megalopony EX here. Torrential Pump, 100 to the active, 120 to 1 Pokemon on the bench. And we do have to shuffle the energy back, but that does not matter because we're getting 4 prizes this turn. I guess we're kind of lucky that we top decked that boss though, because we did prize our Fez. But anyways, GG to my opponent. We do have another game coming up.
Before we jump into the next game, I just want to give a big thank you to my channel members. You guys are so awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. It means the world to me. And if you want to become a channel member and get some extra perks, make sure you click on this join button right down here below.
Jumping into our second game here. Game 1 was pretty short, but I feel like this deck is a little inconsistent, but it is kind of fun to play. And if your favorite Pokemon's Empoleon or Piplup, this might be the deck for you. Am I right? So it looks like we are going first again, which is fine. Like I said, I think I like going first with this deck. And all we have is a Beldum. When will we ever start with a Poffin? Looks like our opponent does have a mulligan though, so we have a lot of fighting energy, which means probably Mega Lucario or Goldango Solrock. All right, let's see what we're up against, but I'm pretty sure it's Mega Lucario. Putting a lot of Pokemon down. All right, we get 1 mulligan. Okay, no Poffins, but we still get 1 more draw here. Just a boss's order, so most likely just gonna attach this 1 metal energy here so that we can retreat later if we need to, and then we're just gonna end our turn. And as our opponent's starting to do whatever they have to do with their deck, if you guys are still watching here, make sure you smash the like button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. push out my content to other people. We recently just hit 60K subscribers, so thank you guys so much for supporting me and being here, watching my content, commenting on all my videos, liking my videos, all that good stuff. So appreciate you guys a lot. 60K, which means we are a little more than halfway through our goal, which is 100K sub. But anyways, back to the gameplay. Our opponent did a bunch of stuff. I think they grabbed a Soul Rock, I think, right? From probably the Gong. And now they have an Ogerpon for another Riolu. They're discarding a lot of stuff here. Oh, and they have a Lillies. Okay, they got plenty of things to do. It looks like while I was talking, they also used the Lunatone's ability that lets you draw 3 if you discard 1 fighting energy. They got another fighting Gong. At least we're safe. If they had like an air balloon, they could have just knocked us out with the Soul Rock. Okay, they're attaching to the Riolu. They're gonna punch me for 30 here. It looks like they're punching me for 30. Okay. Alright, we just need some Poffins. Okay, just a bunch of energies. I'm gonna Lily's Determination here. Hopefully we hit some way to set up our board. Unfortunately, we do not. I'm gonna evolve this. I'm gonna use Genesect here. Then I'm gonna try to thin out my deck. We get the Empoleon and probably one Metang for the next turn here. And then I'm gonna actually try to power up this Genesect. We only got 1 energy, which is fine. If anything, I should have probably retreated first. Actually, no. It's better to have this Genesect on that bench. We can start attacking with this Genesect, I guess. Since we don't have Empoleon, we don't want to lose tempo a little bit. So I'm going to probably just attack with Genesect. So we end our turn now. Let's see what they have in store for us. They could boss up this Genesect. They got the Mega Lucario. They're nice stretching back at energy. So are they going to draw with the Lunatone or just attach? Okay, they're drawing. Maybe they are digging for a boss here. Oh, they're just aura jabbing me. Okay, no bosses. But they are going to accelerate 3 energies, I believe, or 2 energy to the bench Pokemon. I'm just going to promote on with Genesect. Please give us a Buddy Poffin. No Poffins, but we got plenty of Lilies. I think I'm just going to attach because I know I'm going to attack with Genesect regardless. That's Lily's Determination. We still have yet to set up, but now we have the cards necessary. So let's do another Piplup and another Beldum. Pretty standard. I think 2 Beldum, 2 Piplup, Genesect, and then 5th spot, which is this Fez that I just put down. But before I Fez, gotta make sure we use Metallic Signal. Thin out the deck. Then we're gonna Fez, which I think maybe Fezzing there was a little wrong. I should have probably Metang first because I did draw into 2 energies there. And now we didn't hit a single energy to power up our Piplup, which is fine. Let's attack for 150, and then next turn, we're gonna catch up. Okay, even if they knock out this Genesect here, we just need to find a Rare Candy though. Okay, there's a Lunatone, Lunar Cycle. Discard 1 fighting, draw 3. Ogerpon coming down. They might get the evolution of Makuhita. I'm guessing. Oh, they're getting Mega Lucario. Okay. They're just making sure their board is like unstoppable. Maybe they're gonna retreat and attack. Oh, they have the boss in hand already. They don't need the evolution of Makuhita. So my Genesect's still safe. I have a lot of energies on there. But good thing we have the Iono here. So they're gonna go down to 3 prizes. But they are accelerating a bunch of energy onto their bench Pokemon. So it is a little scary. We do. But since they didn't knock out my Genesect EX, I'm perfectly fine to just Iono here. I don't think it's... I shouldn't put this Mega Mawile down. I do 80 damage for each prize card. We haven't taken any prize. And if they find a boss, they can just potentially knock it out, right? So I'm going to Metal Maker here. Accelerate to our Piplup. Then I'm going to attach to it, getting it ready. But we are going to Iono. And then hopefully we hit the Rare Candy. And then we just use Metallic Signal from Genesect EX to get out 2 evolution Pokemon back. And we hit the Rare Candy and the Mid Evolution. So I'm going to evolve the one that doesn't have energy. in case it gets knocked out, or like the main attacker we have gets knocked out. And now we get the 2 Empoleon here. And then we're gonna Rare Candy that one. And we're gonna actually retreat here. We just need to hit our Super Rods later. We get to knock this out, and then next turn our opponent takes, or we take 60 less damage from our opponent. But they do have Riolu and Makuhita powered up, so they just need to hit those Pokemon. But they only have 3 cards in their hand. Alright, yeah, they promoted a Makuhita. I think it does like 240 or 210. I could be wrong. Lunar Cycle. I have 6 cards now. But I know for a fact that Mega Lucario is on the bottom of the deck because we Iono it back. Alright, I'm promoting. Or they put down Makuhita, another one. Those are just free bosses order for them. We got the Premium Power Pro, doing 30 more damage for fighting type Pokemon for this turn only. Ooh, they got the nice stretch here. Mega Lucario is coming back. So if they're using the second attack, they're doing 300 right now. But then I have minus 60 on it. So they're doing 240. Ooh, but they got the Hariyama. Oh no. They're going to kill our Genesect. They're killing our Genesect indeed. Actually, are they going to retreat? No, they just... Oh, wait. Oh, they got the Premium Power Press. I forgot. Our Power Pro. Yeah, I was like, why is it doing 240? That makes sense now. All right. I'm gonna evolve the Beldum. Think I'm gonna use Metal Maker here to get some energy. We're out of energy. I kind of wish we have an Iono. So I'm scared they're gonna just boss up something. So we're gonna accelerate this to the Prinplup here. And then we're gonna evolve it. I think I'm gonna target the Makuhita because I don't want them to boss up my Metang. Right? Because we can Iono, and then I'm just gonna research that way we have a fresh hand. And kind of good. I was kind of hoping to have like Iono for next turn if we're still alive. But here's the 210 knockout. Technically, they're boss's order, and if I keep saying boss's order, and you guys don't understand what it means. It's a supporter card that lets you switch from your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active, but Hariyama does that with their ability. So now we're just praying they don't have a boss to kill the Metang. Yeah, they promoted the Mega Lucario, so I'm kind of scared. Please. Okay, energy into the discard pile, or Artisan into the discard pile for 2 energy in the deck. That's what Earthen Vessel does. And they got no energies. Maybe they're just checking their deck to see what's their win condition is. Okay, they're going to use Lunatone's ability again, draw some cards. Mega Lucario deck seems pretty like standard to play, right? Just draw cards, use Hariyama as a 1-prize attacker and a boss's order, and then just attack the Mega Lucario when you need to do some big damage. Got the air balloon down. Are they going to retreat and attack with Hariyama? No, they're going to Mega Brave for 210 here. Okay, I really wish we have an Iono, but unfortunately we don't. I think first I'm going to Super Rod back some energies here because we are most likely going to retreat. Then, yeah, I think I retreat and probably just use Lillie's Determination. Or do I research? Yeah, let's just... I can retreat and then use the Super Rod to recycle more energy. So I'm guaranteed to hit these energies from this Metang, right? I have 3 energy in this card, yeah. I'll put 3 back. So now there should be 6 in the deck out of 22 cards. Metang is going to definitely hit the energies here. We got 2. So 1 on the active and 1 on the bench. And then use the last Metang just to power it up because why not? If they boss it up, we lose anyways. So, and then let's Lillie's Determination. Let's get some cards. We need the Iono. We do hit the Iono and the Luminous Energy. Wait, I just realized I could have just attacked with Mew this whole time. Lucario is weak to Psychic. I can just attack with Mew. Wow. So if they boss me up, I just wish they had a Mew this whole time. I forgot that Mew can just copy Mega Lucario. And it's weak to Psychic. Oh, and they're going to Turo up. So they're going to Turo up. Now I don't know what to do with the game. We got the Premium Power Pro. So now they're doing 240, but minus the 60. Okay, so now they're doing 240 now. Or no, they're doing 210 exactly. It's a lot of damage on them though. Okay. I might have to attack with the Mew. Actually, yeah, okay. I'm gonna attach to the Mew here. I'm gonna Iono. Because Hariyama is their only attacker right now, right? Okay, we just got a bunch of energies. Maybe we should have Metang first. Okay, put some energies onto our Mew here. Man, if I had a Wellspring... Okay, let's just Nest Ball. Or I just wish we had a Nest Ball. Okay, Genome Hacking, no Nest Ball. Let's attack this. If we had Wellspring there, we could have probably won with our second Metang that we haven't used with ability. But we did attach to the Mew EX, right? Never mind. We wouldn't have won. But now they only have one card in their hand. There's not much they can do. They need an Energy and Mega Lucario. Okay, they just attach the Air Balloon. Ooh, and they have their own Iono, so one card each. And there's our Wellspring that we were talking about. Where were you last turn? Okay, so they have the Night Stretcher. Okay, okay. They got the energy back, which means they can use Lunatone's ability here. Draw some more. I'm scared, but I'm hoping they don't have anything. And our opponent just surrendered because they know there was no win condition for them since we both only had one prizes left. So GG to them.
That is it for this video. Let me know in the comments what deck I should play next. But in the meantime, check out my other videos right over here. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you guys in the next video.